Students, today in EVS I, we are going to see storage of water. Students, why we need water? Yes, we need water for drinking, cooking, bathing, and for factories, agriculture, and electricity. So, water is very important for us. Students, main source of water is rain. We get rain for 4 months. All living things need water. And think what happened if there will be no rain, no water, then there will be no trees. No water, no life. And when there is a water, trees will be there and lives also. So from the picture only it gets clear that water is very important for us. It is very precious. Let's students take an activity. This is the hill. It's made of a stone, big stones, small stones, mud. And now what you will do? Make it tight. Get close to each other. Tight like a stone. And pour water on it. And observe what happens. Students, you know what happens? When the water falls, it falls from upward direction to downwards towards the ground. And where there is a steeper slope, the water runs very fast. And where there is a gentle slope, then it flows slow. And what happens, some water get absorbed in the soil and disappear. And if you see if there is any small stone or pebbles is there in between water, the water turns its direction, changes direction. So from these students, what we understand, the rainwater is a main source, and rainwater, when it flows from the cloud, when it falls from the cloud, it comes on the ground, and where there is a steep slope, there it flows very fast, and where there is a gentle slope, it falls slow. And water always keep on running. All the water we get, it comes from rain. And as I told, rainy season is for 3 to 4 months. And all living things is also require water to live. So for that, if there is no water, then what will happen? No life. That is why we must use it economically. So today in this lesson we are going to see the different ways of storing water. So we need water to store. So there are two ways of storing water. One is a traditional method and another is a modern method. Traditional method means old water storage. In the olden days, several methods of storing water were used in our state. Nowadays, there are old water storages are rarely used. However, their remains can be seen in some places. Some of them are very beautiful. Water is some of these stores never gets depleted. Let's see the first. Wells. Some raindrops steeps into the ground wells are dug to obtain this water. Water tanks in forts. People lived on the hill forts in the past, as we saw in EVS II, Shivaji's time. The hill forts were there. They also need water. The forts had reservoirs and tank dug into the stone. Draw wells. We call it as a ad also. In the past, draw wells were dug to get drinking water. They were small wells from which water was drawn using a small pot that is called as a pohra tied to a rope. Students, Atpati in Sangli district had a draw well in every vada. The draw wells had water all year round. When the tap water system was introduced, the draw well went out of use. Many were sealed. Now there are very few left in Atpadi. This can be seen in many villages. Barns. Earthen or masonry barns were built across rivers to store their water. Old reservoirs. Reservoirs were built in areas of a low rainfall or in areas without a major river. Most of the reservoirs were built using stone and mortar. Old tanks, that is called as a house. Earlier tanks were used to store water. Some large cities still have these old tanks. Some of them are still in use. Students, we are staying in Mumbai, and you know where you will see like this old tanks. It is in Banganga. Now let's see modern methods, that is a reservoir system. Dams. The most important of all recent water storage is the dam. Dam made it possible to store huge quantity of water. As a result, more land was brought under cultivation. Cities began to grow. It became possible to set up factories and generate electricity. Maharashtra have several large dams. Let's see which are they. Jayakwadi, Koina, Uchni, and Yeldari. Students, these dams are very huge. The next one is the bore wells. Earlier, wells were dug to reach the water under the ground, but it was not possible to draw deep sealed groundwater. Now, with the help of electric pumps, it is possible to do so. Bore wells are dug for this purpose. These wells are very deep but very narrow. Students, this is the panpoi, that is a drinking water stands. People out on the roads need water when they are thirsty. In some places, big clay jars of drinking water are kept for the use of such people. This water is offered free of charge. This is known as panpoi. Panpois are set up by individuals or institutions. Panpois are very useful, especially in summer. Now, students, points to be remembered. Water is a natural resource. All living things need water. So, we need to use it economic. That is economical use of water. Thank you.